Good morning. This is Councilman Ken Hall, council representative from North Segment, and member of the Three Affiliate Tribal Business Council. We just want to give you an update. I know we haven't done an update in a while, but we want to talk about some of the key things that are coming up. As everyone knows, we just had an election, and we have a new chairman. I want to congratulate all those newly elected leaders. Chairman Mark Fox, Councilman Corey Spotted Bear from the Twin Butte segment, Councilman Frank Grady from the Forebears community, and also re-elected was Councilman Mervyn Packenow from the Partial Lucky Mound segment. So we want to congratulate those people and their families as well. Speaking of a new council, if we go back 4 years ago, if you look at the current council, Councilman Packenow is the only one remaining on there from 4 years ago. So we pretty much have a new council and a new administration. So change is in the air, and Chairman Fox, of course, ran on change. And so look forward to some changes coming up with this new administration. Some of the executive positions, of course, I mentioned Chairman Mark Fox. Our vice chairman is Councilman Randy Phelan from the Mandaree segment. Our treasurer is Councilman Mervyn Packenow from Partial Lucky Mound. And myself, Councilman Hall, we took on the executive secretary's position. So those are your executive committee members on the tribal council. And we also have new committee members as well. I think chair of the Natural Resource Committee is Councilman Randy Phelan. Chair of the Economic Development and Education Committee is Councilman Corey Spotted Bear. And chair of the Health Committee is Councilman Frank Grady. And chair of the Judicial Committee is Councilman Fred Fox. So those are your chairs for the subcommittees as well. Now, speaking of the committees, we did put a resolution forward about a year and a half ago on meeting procedures, and we want to make sure that the general public and those people that are coming to the tribal council meetings understand our procedure. And so ideally we like to go through a committee to present your request, and then also if there's any legal review that needs to be done to happen before it gets to our full council, our tribal business council, which the regular scheduled meetings are according to our constitution, is the second Thursday of every month. Councilman Fox is chair of our meetings, of course, and our previous two meetings that are scheduled, we bumped them up 1 week. So it kind of throws those meeting procedures off a little bit. So we do make exceptions if there's emergencies, but we like to stick to our meeting procedures if at all possible. Now with that, last year about this time the council approved a $500 Christmas disbursement, and we wanted to make sure that all families had a good Christmas. We know that not every family or not every person gets an oil and gas royalty every month. I believe the last number I seen was about 4,700 of our members receive a monthly royalty check out of our 14,000 plus members. So a good percentage of 60 to 70% of our enrolled members do not receive a monthly royalty check. And this year the council upped the ante and put in $1,000, approved $1,000 for each enrolled member for a Christmas disbursement. And so I want to, on behalf of the Tribal Business Council, want to thank them for doing that and thinking of everybody, all enrolled members of the MHA Nation. Also on that point, we know that a lot of our enrolled members live off the reservation. I believe there's only 4,000 or 5,000 members that live currently on a reservation, and the majority of our membership lives off the reservation. Our elders had their Christmas dinner. We had a full week of Christmas dinners. We gave their elders distribution check of $600 this past Wednesday, and also we took some of the North Segment elders to the Prairie Knights Casino just for a trip and for them to get out of town for a day or two and enjoy themselves as well. Moving forward, we had a ribbon cutting ceremony for our truck reliever route on the bypass on November 17th, which was well overdue. I think the governor mentioned that if there was any bypass that needed a truck reliever route, it was the city of Newtown. Now the only trouble we're getting into is having the trucks use the bypass. And so we talked to the North Dakota DOT, and they had an agreement with the city of Newtown, and Scott Baker, my chief of staff, attended the city council meeting, and they're amending their ordinance. They do have a few signs up, but now comes a penalty if they do not use the truck reliever route. And so we're working on that as we speak, so I want to make sure our membership is patient with us. It is a public safety issue, and we want to make sure we continue to stay on top of that and make sure the trucks use the new truck reliever route. The People's Fund. Currently there's $300 million in the People's Fund. If you go back, I think their first amount they put in was $25 million in 2011-2012 fiscal year. 2012-2013, my first year in office, we put in $75 million towards the People's Fund to bring it up to $100 million. Last year, 2013-2014 fiscal year, we added another $100 million to the People's Fund. And this year, the council is putting another 100. So that'll bring up to $300 million that'll be in the People's Fund. We had our first distribution this past summer of $500, and this year some of the council were doing their numbers, and we think that it's going to be at least 700 to 750 per enrolled member for this distribution. Keep in mind the children that are 18 and under have to fill out a request form through the finance office to get their money out if you want to put that in a trust fund. I know they're still working out the kinks on the transfer and creating IIM accounts for some of those individuals that don't have them, that are under 18. So that we'll keep you posted on that. Now, upcoming events. Just in a few days here, we'll have our midwinter powwow, December 31st and January 1st. And then also January 5th will be our budget meeting, continuation of our budget meeting for FY15. January 7th is our regular Tribal Business Council meeting. Like we said, we bumped that up 1 week. We have our third annual prayer breakfast. That'll be scheduled for January 26th. And we invite you all to come, those of you that are able. And then January 27th, we have our town hall meeting. We haven't scheduled a town hall meeting in a few months. So we've had election. This is election year. We had our primaries. We had our general election. And then right into our holiday season. So we didn't schedule a town hall meeting, but January 27th will be our first town hall for the upcoming year of 2015. Also, just a couple notes. The Old North segment has been remodeled, and the Fort Berthold Community College is looking at some housing for their students. And I believe we have enough for 12?
16 times
32. Wow, 32. It looks like your note here is males for them to a place to stay, and I'm assuming they're single males, and so this would be a male dormitory for the time being until the college can find a place for them. So we're helping out our college as well. So that's something to I'm sure that President Twyla Baker Demery is very pleased with that, and that we're partnering with them to assist them any way we can. With that, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and be safe, and spend time with your family. Always be praying with for those individuals that have lost loved ones this Christmas season, that they'll be without their loved ones for peace and strength. But also the less fortunate, those people that are homeless, and those people that are struggling with alcohol and drugs. Be thinking about those families when you say your prayer before your big Christmas dinner this year. So with that, thank you very much, and have a blessed Christmas and a happy New Year. Thank you.